Thank you, everyone. So, I'm not going to be really discussing much politics. This is just for those that might want to help me with some technical stuff with my channel. So, thank you all for being here, though. Yeah, Chad, I hear you. I need a Metallica song. Listen, about the music, I guess I'll start with that. I actually have a friend that's already done some music for me. It's just been forever, and I haven't got a hold of him yet. Yeah, but Jeremy Elliott gets it. Yeah, this is Midnight Special, as made famous by CCR, one of my favorite songs. But I got it on fair use on Google's audio file, so I can't be sued or anything. But yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. It was the best one I could find on there. But yeah, once I get people connected to me that I personally know that are making music. By the way, if you are talented like that, you want to help me out in that way with music, with artwork, with intros or stuff like that, I'd be more than happy to do it. Share people's art and things like that. Hey, Northam left. That's funny, Mark. I'm not surprised. He probably wants to be as far away from there as possible, particularly if they're trying to start a powder keg and actually start violence. You know, he wants to act like he wasn't part of that. But yeah, I'm not so much talking about the politics. I wanted to discuss a few channel things. So, yeah, the music I'll be working on. Did everybody like the intro? It should just loop. Now, it'll only be for the live streams. I don't think I'll do an intro for my normal videos. If I do, it'd be 5 seconds at the most. I don't know what people's opinions are on that. Metallica's demonically inspired. Perhaps. I was actually a big punk and metal fan in high school. But I would say my favorite type of music at this point is classic rock. I love like folk music, like CCR, the band, the Avett Brothers. Those are some of my favorite bands now going. So, I didn't give you the wrench yet, Courtney. Can I do it on here now? I don't know how to. Maybe I don't want you having a wrench, Courtney. All right, you're a moderator now. So yeah, if you're here to hear politics, this won't be the show for you because I'm just going to be talking about my channel. But all the more the same. Feel free to hang around. So I'll only be going for like a half hour or so. So yeah, so those of you, yeah, everyone liked the intro and the music. Thank you. I really appreciate it. So yeah, I'm getting better at that type of stuff now. Inevitably, I want to have a better intro than just the text in the background there, but I wanted to try it out. So like I said, that'll be up for my live streams. So if I do a live stream, like for example, my schedule is going to be 11 p.m. on Tuesdays, I'll probably start that running like 5 till, and then I'll come on right at 11. I think it'll make it look maybe a little more professional. So we'll try that. And then I have an outro too at the end that you guys could check out. It's the same song, but just where you can follow and subscribe to me. So yeah, hopefully people are okay with the intro, and I'll check it out when I check out this video after it records, and we'll see what's going on. So about mods. So Lori, I made you a mod. I guess I made my wife a mod too. So here's what I was thinking. Thank you to everyone who volunteered to be a mod. What I would like out of my moderators, first off, I'm incredibly humbled that people would volunteer to help with moderation, but I would like the moderators to be an extension of what I'm trying the channel to be. So if I don't want people like to have comments kicked off or something just because they disagree with me or just because they disagree with others in the chat. So only if people are spamming or making threats or being incredibly offensive would I like them to be modded. If they want to sit here and be like, you're stupid, Bernie's the man, you should vote for him, that's fine. I don't want that eliminated. I hope that that's in the spirit with what I'm trying to do. I don't mind people disagreeing with me. I don't want people to feel like they're not welcome here if they disagree with me. Now, if it's spamming, if it's horribly offensive, it's threatening me or other people in the chat, that's different. Obviously, I guess the moderators would use their own discretion. Yeah, Courtney, I told you to just go with the lamplight. You said to go with the overhead. Now I'm blinding everyone with my baldness. But that's it for rules. That's all I would have. I just want to make that clear because I don't want it to feel like a place where people are afraid to disagree or anything like that. Now, what do people think about so American Joe is like, I think he does a great job with his channel and he's giving me some advice. So I'm trying to get more technically proficient with editing, with intros and stuff like that. He suggested that I name my live streams, which I don't think's a bad idea. So I'm going with right now abnormally free. So I'll give you my thoughts. I'm kind of a big dad joke guy. I love puns. So I thought because my name is pronounced Robert Nor, which I usually go by Rob Nor, by the way, but you guys can call me Robert, Rob, Bob, it doesn't matter. But Nor, like the conjunction, N-O-R, is how it sounds. So I thought a word with that in it. So I was thinking like honor, abnormal, enormous. You see, because it's got Nor in it. See how that works? So I went with abnormally free because I think one of the big things that comes through in my channel is the idea of liberty and personal responsibility. So the idea of freedom and being free is important to me. So that's why I went with that. I don't know what people think if they have a better... Oh, yeah, Tyler, I'm the worst. I'll talk about that in a second, Tyler. But yeah, what do you guys think? Is it too like the pun too bad? Is it too gimmicky? Is it too lame? Abnormally free? Does anyone have any better suggestions? I thought it sounded pretty cool, but I'm also a nerd, so what the heck do I know? So, good, Lori. That's awesome. You mod for Joe as well. So yeah, that's where I went. I hope that that's not too cheesy. So if you can give your comments in the chat here or in, at the bottom of this video. If you're watching this after it's live, I just want to know if the name Abnormally Free is a name that you think is worth sticking with, or is it too cheesy, or do you have some sort of other recommendation? I think that that's what I'm going to go with for now, though, if people are okay with it. But I never know. Usually a good measuring stick's my wife. If I say something really dumb, she'll tell me. She didn't think it sounded too dumb. So, I don't know. I thought it sounded all right. So, yeah, that's where I was going. Tyler, you talked about, like, sometimes you come across as sounding like a douche when you're just joking. Yeah, it's a huge problem in my life. That's why I hate texting. Like, if I'm in someone's chat, like if I'm watching another YouTuber's chat and I try to tell a joke, I'm, like, so self-conscious. I'll be like, oh, man, I hope I didn't come off as rude. Even sometimes when I'm talking to someone face-to-face, I'm like, I hope they didn't take it the wrong way. That's why I'm the worst at text messaging. Because I feel like anytime I try to joke on a text message, like, I probably sounded like a total jerk. So, look, I don't mind people joking around at all. I can handle insults. You don't have to worry about offending me. In fact, insults are great as long as they're original and funny. I don't have a problem with it. Yeah, follically challenged. I agree, Jeremy. By the way, I wasn't bald until I met my wife, so perhaps the stress... clear and concise with Robert. That's not bad. A little CCR reference. That's pretty good. I'll have to think about that. Now, I thought about the name Rob in the title instead. See, I wanted some form of my name in the title, obviously. The reason I went with my last name in front of my first instead of my first name was I thought that it's more unique to me. So I just thought that if it gets in people's head, like Abnormally Free, like Rob Nor, I thought that whereas Clear and Concise with Robert, which I think is probably a better name, but I don't know, because it's my first name, maybe it doesn't have as much lasting power. Yeah, Mark, your posts are showing. Sorry, I'm terrible at getting to. Yeah, Tyler, I get you. Yeah, you want it to be original. That's why, I tried to stay away from words like patriot and America. Not that I don't, like, those are words that I clearly identify with, but I thought there was a lot of shows, that are far more, what's the word I'm looking for? Experienced than me, that have been going for longer than me, that already had names like that. So I thought abnormally, maybe not a word that's been used a lot. But yeah, Clear and Concise isn't bad either. I'll have to talk to my wife about that. I actually think that's a good name. So now me and my wife are also going to, I think we've agreed that we're going to do a show once a month. It will probably be her show in that she'll pick the categories because she's not her big politics right now is she smokes one of those Joels because she's trying to stop smoking cigarettes and they're screwing her over by making all of the flavors she likes illegal. So I'm sure she could talk to us about that for like 40 hours if we let her. So there's nepotism going on in the mods. Oh, is really? Yeah. I wouldn't know if nepotism's the right word. I think the word would be I fear for my safety if I don't make her a mod. That would be my thing. I'll go with the mods I have now, to be honest. Like, just as far as the number of moderators, I'll go with those I have now. If I get bigger and I need more mods, I'd totally be willing to take volunteers. And if any of the mods have questions for me, or if anyone does, I need to put this in my channel information anyways, but I'll put my email out there, and you can get in touch with me anytime. If you have any questions, yeah, my wife's willing to rant about Jules all day. But yeah, I appreciate the people that volunteered, and I understand the necessity for a mod. I mean, I've definitely had live streams, even before I had as many followers as I do now, where it just degraded immediately into people yelling, and it's no good. And I am not technologically proficient, so it took, I had to figure out how to make people mods. I'm not sure how. Let's see if I could. I'm not going to remove anyone, but yeah, so I just click there and I could report or put someone in timeout and stuff. I get it. So I'm figuring it out. But yeah, one of the things is, this is what I say, like, honestly, I think, I'm humble. I understand my strong suits and my weak suits. I'm a great talker. I think I'm intelligent, and I come up with takes on things that I think are different than a lot of people. And hopefully people are willing to hear that. But I have weak suits too. Like, I'm not technologically proficient. I don't know much about editing. I don't know much about selling myself. I don't know much about camera work, lighting, audio, like that technical stuff. And that stuff's important. It's no joke. I understand the importance of it. And so I'm willing to take help from anywhere I could get it. Healthy criticism, whether it be about the actual topics I'm talking about, whether it be stylistically how I talk. I had some people tell me they hate when I yell. Some people say they like when I yell. So it's all things that I take into, consideration. And then if you have technical issues about, like, I know I'm going to try to work on a background. I'm debating between a cool background or a green screen. So I'm going to make that decision shortly. I think I'm going to take and spend some money here, which, not to sell myself some more, but if people support me, I'm going to try to use money for things like new hardware, but also new software, such as editing software and things like that. Plus, I want to get a subscription to StreamYard so I could have up to 6 or 5 guests at a time on my channel pretty smoothly. It seems easy to use. Another thing I want to do is get a subscription. My friend told me to this podcast service so I could change my live streams into podcast. Now, I know that's terrible for those of you who like to see my beautiful face and my shining bald head. But, podcasts are convenient. You can listen in the car or, while you're working and stuff like that. So that's some of the stuff I'm trying to put money towards. I assure you that any money that would be sent to me is being spent on the channel and things like that. So if you think about it, the Second Amendment and first under attack by them rewrites of the Second Amendment telling people, yeah, I get you. There is a connection to that stuff. Yeah, 22Q. Nice to see you, man. Thank you. Or lady, I guess. Blase. Yeah, Blase, you're one of the people, if you wanted to be a mod, just holler at me. You've been here forever. I would definitely do that. The same with you, Tyler. I personally am not a mod anywhere because I'm not technically proficient. And I don't like having the authority to, remove someone or something like that. So I really appreciate the work the mods do. Not for me, though. You won't see me volunteering on other channels unless someone would really ask me, and then I would. Yeah. The other thing I'll ask the mods to do, Lori and Courtney that are on here now, and I made a couple more, is please, if you can, if you think someone made a good point and I haven't responded to it, please let me know, because sometimes, I don't know if y'all knew this, but sometimes I get on a roll and I'll start rambling for like 15, 20 minutes and I'm missing the chat. So when I skim through it, a lot of times I bet I miss some great comments. So if the mods see something they really think's important, whether it agrees or disagrees with me, that's irrelevant. Just let me know. American Joe was cut off on his live stream. Wow. That's terrible. Yeah, Sam Kinnison. It's really funny. I'll tell you a quick story. So when I met Courtney, she told me her dad was a law enforcement officer, and I had some run-ins with law enforcement officers in my time in college. Nothing too serious, but a lot of noise complaints. And the local police in my town used to call me Sam Kinison when they would show up because I was always ranting and raving about something. So yeah, just to finish up here, and I will be doing some, if I ever have technical questions, I'm not shy. I'll just start a live stream, and those that come on can help me out. And honestly, I mean that. I might come on and be like, hey, is there anyone out there that could, knows how I could do this with this program or anything like that? To do this, I'm using OBS. For those of you that know, that's, what do you call it? I don't know what the word would be for it, but kind of the service I use to actually do the live streams and do the recordings. The intro and outro cards I just made on PowerPoint, because I know how to use PowerPoint a little. So if I ever have any questions, I will not hesitate to ask you all. And I really appreciate you people trying to helping out. None plan to go unarmed into the kill zone. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, and I'll check that out about American Joe. Do I agree to your terms above? Let's see, Mark. Typical libertarian. Likes the yelling. Courtney. Royalties. Only after. Do you mean, Mark, when you say royalties, do you mean like monetization? Or royalties as far as, claiming people using my material? I guess you'll have to elaborate. I understand what royalties are, but in the specific term, I don't know what you're talking about. I have questions about monetization at all, if I'm honest with you. Oh, please, Tom. Yeah, I know, going head-to-head with the NFC. What'd you think about that Chiefs game, huh? I caught the tail end of it, so, yeah. Yeah, Umpire Post, thank you. You're one of the ones, I think you have great input, and I really trust you to be a mod, too. I think you and Lori and Modus will be great. How's it going, Modus? So, yeah, just for those that just came in, I have an intro. I'll play the intro one more time before I leave. I thought about calling my show Abnormally Free. You know, it's funny. I don't have the heart to tell them, but I guess I'll tell you all now, and I promise I'll tell them the next time I do a stream with them. But like Drone Tech and SJG and a lot of them call me Robert Noir, but it's actually just Nor. I don't really care. It doesn't offend me in the least bit. But when I'm going with my channel name and I'm using my last name as a pun, I went with Abnormally Free. I got you. I got you, Mark. Yeah, royalties on. Fair enough. That's fair enough. If I go with that. See, I was thinking, I forgot to finish my thought in this, Mark. I was thinking with the Clear and Concise with Robert, which is CCR, I was thinking when me and Courtney do our show, what if we called it Clear and Concise with Robert and Courtney? Or Clear and Concise with Courtney and Robert? Because her name would be C also. That'd be CCCR. I don't know. We'll think. But that show will have a slightly different name. Yeah, hopefully that wasn't an intentional shutdown. Hopefully it was a connection thing. Yeah, the VCDL is urging people to go into that zone. I heard Patriot Pete talking about that, or Pete the Patriot talking about that today as well, too. So she is not watching the Justice Channel right now. She's watching Netflix and the Aaron Hernandez murder story, which is also equally frightening to me. She watched a little football today, and then her Justice Files mind goes right to, oh, yeah. There's one of those shows about a football player killing people, So, your real name's Kurt Heatherly. You got it. Lucky your easy to pronounce name. Yes, it is easy to pronounce. So, yeah, so real quick for those of you that just came on, do people like the name Abnormally Free? And I'll show you the intro I have. Or my buddy Mark there suggests Clear and Concise with Robert. For those of you who don't know, Abnormally Free, it's because my last name's pronounced Nor. Clear and Concise would be CCR, which is currently the music I'm using. Is a Creedence song, Midnight Special. And for just so everyone knows, it's not actually Creedence. It's a fair use version. So, Concise Court. That's not bad. Concise Courtney with Robert. So yeah, we'll go with that. And the other thing I was telling people, Modus, everyone else that's on here that's a mod, and Lori thought this was a good idea, I think, as well, is I think kind of Umpire Post also, it's on here. I think kind of the theme of my channel is I'm open to encouraging a dialogue, even with people I disagree with. So I just asked the mods be very, very laxed with, be loose on whether or not to boot someone off. If they disagree with me, if they say I'm stupid or something like that, please don't boot them off for that. I want people that disagree. Now, if it's overly insulting, if it's like disgusting, if it's spam, or if it's threatening some sort of violence, then yeah, of course. But just use your judgment. I really want this to be a place where people could come on and disagree with me, or disagree with the people that believe or that agree with me. So yeah, that's all. So, all right, I do have to get ready for work here. I go into work this evening at 10 o'clock. So just to let you all know, I'm going to ask you a couple more questions here at the end, but yeah, I'll be doing a live stream. I don't know if I'll do one tomorrow night because the Patriot panel, a lot of them are in Virginia, but I might be doing one last night. Every Tuesday night, though, at 11 p.m., every Friday at noon, all times Eastern, I'll be doing a live stream. I'm going to be trying to be more consistent, getting at least a video out every day. And I'm going to be trying to work on my mobile audio and video equipment because when I'm at work, I do block shifts. So when I get time off there to do videos, my setup's not as good as it is here. So, but yeah, please consider supporting me. So I'm going to go back to the intro. I'll just leave it run for like a minute, see what you guys think of it. If you have any suggestions on background images, even something like font, the song, or anything like that. Like I said, this song's fair use. I'm reaching out to a friend of mine who's a great musician that's going to do more music for me, though, so it'll be original. But here we go. Here's the intro. I got fade there, huh? Background images, even something like font, the song, or anything like that. Like I said, this song's fair use. I'm reaching out to a friend of mine who's a great musician that's going to do more music for me, though, so it'll be original. But here we go. Here's the intro. Background images, even something like font, the song, or anything like that. Like I said, this song's fair use. I'm reaching out to a friend of mine who's a great musician that's going to do more music for me, though, so it'll be original. But here we go. Here's the intro. Sorry, I screwed the pooch a little there. I screwed up the audio. Normally, you won't hear it repeat like that, but yeah, what did people think of the... Put a copyright on it? Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, the elevator music, I agree, it's lame. It's lame that you have to, fair use, you have to do something like the elevator music type thing. But it's at least Midnight Special, the CCR, which is one of my favorite songs. So, yeah, and then I'll show you real quick the outro, which I'll play again at the end, but let's say, okay. I'll say, thank you so much, everyone. I'll be back after this, but thank you so much, everyone, and have a good one. And I would... Yeah, so that's what I have. Everybody's good with that. Like I said, the plan is I got a friend that's going to do music. It'll be something instrumental, but I'm lucky. I have a lot of awesome artistic friends, whether it be people that do like art, painting, things like that, do graphic design, but then I have a lot of friends that are in bands that are really good as well. So, yeah, with any luck, I'll have a lot of original material. I could switch it up. And if you're someone who wants to help me with like art, with background or something like that, you want me to plug your art or something like that, or music, I'd be more than happy to. Anyone who ever helps me with something like that, I'll make sure that it is on the card, your name and where to go to get the music. And I'll give it a shout out on my channel as well. go a little bigger on the lettering. Okay, yeah, I hear you, Lori. That's something. With the PowerPoint, it's like I need to spread it out horizontally more because that was as big as I could fit the font and fit it on one card. Now, I could cut down some of what I put there because a lot of that's in my channel description anyways. Yeah, that's cool. 2Q, 2Q. Yeah. Comatose Courtney and that's great. What'd you think of that, Courtney? Comatose Courtney and Robert. If you're gonna drink vodka every time you mixed it appropriately though. When I lose my mixed drink privileges because I mix them too heavy-handedly. So yeah, just last about the intro and the outro. I am not one of these people, teach their own, everyone does their own thing on their channels, but I'm not one of these people that's planning on like all of my videos having like a minute intro or something. If I do any intro on my regular videos, it will literally be like 5 seconds. The intros on the live stream, if I say I'm going to start it, barring any technical difficulties, if I say I'm starting 11 p.m. on Tuesday nights, which again, that schedule is 11 p.m. on Tuesday nights and Fridays at noon. The reason that I pick those times are Fridays, my wife's at work, so I'm able to put a lot of time into this because I actually, believe it or not, like to spend time with her when she has off work. Tuesdays, the reasons it's so late is I actually am at work. I do block shifts. I work in home healthcare, so I don't get off work until 11. Now, I have to stay in the house that I work at, but I am off the clock, and I don't, that's when I'm off the clock. So that's when I'm able to do a live stream would be 11 p.m. So that's why it's 11 p.m. Tuesdays, because I saw you ask, Lori, 11 p.m. Tuesdays and noon on Fridays. I will put that, if I say I'm starting at 11, that's when I'm going to start. So that intro would probably start 5 till 11, and then right at 11, I'll try to come on. Because sometimes you get geared up to see someone you really like, on an independent content creator, and you're like, yeah, it starts at noon. And then there's like a 15-minute intro once you get on there. So I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to just have a little intro card, that could loop just to get people into it. So that's the plan. Yeah, I'm going to be heading out here. I could get ready for work, but thank you everyone for helping. Like 20 people in here just helping out with something like this. I really am. I'm humbled. Again, I need to change my about me video on my channel, which I'm going to do here shortly. And I need to find different areas to put where my schedule is going to be. It's on my about me page now on YouTube, but also I need to put my email on there. So my email is real simple. It's just rob.nor, just my name, @gmail.com. So feel free to reach me anytime if you have any suggestions, if you want to do a video with me, if you have ideas for a video, if you have technical ideas on what to help me with as far as like, editing quality, sound quality, lighting quality. I have a lot of great friends that are helping me with that stuff, but yeah. Yeah, Tyler, you've been looking into it. I find it very worthwhile. I really do. That's just me. I was a debate coach for Clarion University. The state budget didn't pass 1 year, so I was basically unemployed overnight. Put my name in the first place I found, did this home healthcare, and I kind of fell in love with it. So I will have an awesome night at work. So thank you, everyone. I'll play that outro one more time, and I will be leaving this time, but I really appreciate it, everyone. Thank you so much. If you're going to Virginia, stay safe. If you're not, please keep those people in your thoughts. And thanks, everyone. Look for me to be putting out content tomorrow. So, all right, we'll see y'all and have a good one.